Imagine a world where power is absolute and betrayal is a daily occurrence. Welcome to the shadowy realm of Black Mafia bosses who still hold sway in 2024. In this gripping exploration, we delve into the lives of figures who have reshaped entire cities, controlled vast criminal empires, and left indelible marks on communities. These aren't your average Hollywood villains. These are real-life power players who operate on a level that would make fictional crime lords pale in comparison. Prepare to journey through a landscape where the lines between crime and influence blur, where power is currency, and where the consequences of actions echo for generations. This isn't just a tale of illegal activities. It's a complex narrative of ambition, control, and the far-reaching shadows cast by those who dare to live outside the law. Chapter 1. Daryl God Whiting, Boston's Reign of Fear. In the late 1980s, Boston's Orchard Park housing project fell under the iron-fisted rule of Daryl Whiting, a figure so dominant he was known simply as God. Whiting, alongside his formidable New York boys gang, orchestrated a dramatic transformation of the area, morphing it into an impenetrable criminal stronghold. Their influence extended far beyond mere territorial control, as they strategically injected millions of dollars into the local economy, creating an intricate web of dependencies that solidified their grip on power. Whiting's reign was characterized by a chilling combination of ruthless efficiency and pervasive fear. His influence permeated every aspect of life in Orchard Park, reshaping the entire community in ways both visible and unseen. For the residents trapped within this criminal ecosystem, the concept of safety became nothing more than a distant memory, replaced by the constant specter of Whiting's oppressive rule. The once vibrant community found itself suffocating under the weight of criminal authority, with every aspect of daily life touched by the long shadow cast by Whiting and his associates. The harrowing tale of Daryl God Whiting serves as a stark illustration of the insidious nature of organized crime and its capacity to infiltrate and fundamentally reshape entire communities. It goes beyond a simple narrative of criminal activities, delving into the profound and often devastating impact such operations have on the daily lives of ordinary people. This cautionary story highlights the complex mechanisms through which criminal empires exploit vulnerable communities, creating a cycle of dependency and fear that can persist for generations. The long-lasting trauma inflicted on Orchard Park residents echoes through time, serving as a somber reminder of the deep-rooted and far-reaching consequences of allowing criminal elements to gain a foothold in any community. Chapter 2. Jamila Davis, the Queen of Financial Crime. Meanwhile, Jamila Davis wielded her power in a manner that diverged significantly from the traditional methods employed by her criminal counterparts. During the early years of the new millennium, Davis gained notoriety for her sophisticated and intricate multi-million-dollar scams that targeted banks and investors through an elaborate network of fake real estate deals and fraudulent loans. Unlike the empires built on violence and intimidation by other figures in this narrative, Davis's criminal enterprise was founded on a complex and meticulously crafted web of deceit that showcased her exceptional intellect and manipulative prowess. Davis's name quickly became infamous within white-collar circles, serving as a stark reminder that true power in the criminal underworld can stem from a razor-sharp mind and an unparalleled talent for manipulation rather than brute force or physical intimidation. Her ability to orchestrate such large-scale financial fraud demonstrated a level of sophistication that set her apart from more conventional criminal operations, highlighting the evolving nature of crime in the modern era. However, as is often the case with such audacious criminal enterprises, Davis's carefully constructed house of cards eventually began to crumble. The intricate nature of her schemes, which had initially been her greatest asset, ultimately led to her downfall as investigators slowly unraveled the complex web of lies and deceit. When her fraudulent empire finally collapsed, Davis found herself facing the harsh reality of a lengthy prison sentence, a stark contrast to the lavish lifestyle she had become accustomed to during the height of her criminal career. In a surprising twist that has become increasingly common among former criminals seeking redemption, Davis has since reinvented herself as a motivational speaker following her release from prison. She now travels the country, sharing her story of transformation and using her experiences as a cautionary tale for others who might be tempted by the allure of easy money and a life of crime. However, this dramatic shift in her public persona has led many to question the authenticity of her apparent reformation. Critics and skeptics alike find themselves pondering, is this truly a case of genuine redemption and personal growth, or merely another calculated performance by a master manipulator adapting to new circumstances? Chapter 3. Rafel Edmund, the King of D.C. In the gritty streets of Washington, D.C., Rafel Edmund reigned supreme, orchestrating a vast cocaine empire that transformed the nation's capital into a thriving epicenter of the drug trade. His influence was far-reaching and his power undeniable as he skillfully navigated the treacherous waters of the criminal underworld with a combination of street smarts and business acumen. Edmund's reputation preceded him, marked by an ostentatious lifestyle that served as a testament to his ill-gotten gains. He was often seen cruising through the city in a fleet of luxury vehicles, each more extravagant than the last, while adorned with an array of dazzling jewelry that spoke volumes of his wealth and status. This flamboyant display of opulence not only solidified his image as a kingpin, but also served as a powerful recruitment tool, attracting ambitious young individuals who were seduced by the promise of quick riches and street fame. Perhaps most crucial to his success was Edmund's ability to forge and maintain strong connections with Colombian cartels, ensuring a steady supply of cocaine that fueled his empire. These international ties solidified his position at the top of the drug trade hierarchy, making him a force to be reckoned with both domestically and abroad. Edmund's network extended far beyond the borders of Washington, D.C., reaching into neighboring states and even across international boundaries. His operation was a well-oiled machine, with a complex system of distribution channels, money laundering schemes, and a hierarchy of loyal foot soldiers who carried out his bidding without question. However, Edmund's reign was not without its challenges. In 1989, he found himself behind bars, a development that would have spelled the end for lesser criminals. Yet, even from within the confines of his prison cell, Edmund's criminal enterprise continued to flourish, a testament to the intricate network he had built and the fear he instilled in both his allies and enemies. Leveraging a network of fiercely loyal associates, Edmund managed to maintain control over his operations, directing his empire from afar with remarkable efficiency. This ability to adapt and overcome such a significant obstacle serves as a chilling reminder of the resilience and adaptability of organized crime. Through a combination of coded messages, intermediaries, and corrupt officials, Edmund continued to pull the strings of his criminal empire, orchestrating drug deals, settling disputes, and even expanding his territory. His influence was so pervasive that it extended into the prison system itself, where he managed to maintain a lifestyle of relative luxury and continue his operations unabated. Edmund's story is a stark illustration of how criminal enterprises can continue to thrive, even when their leaders are physically removed from the equation. The tentacles of his influence reached so deep into the fabric of Washington, D.C., that they left an indelible mark on the city, one that continues to resonate long after his incarceration. His legacy serves as a cautionary tale about the power of organized crime and the challenges law enforcement faces in dismantling such deeply entrenched criminal networks. Chapter 4. Haitian Jack, the Ghost of Hip-Hop. Haitian Jack, whose real name is Jacques Agnon, emerged as a notorious and enigmatic figure in the hip-hop industry during the tumultuous 1990s. His reputation was built on a foundation of complex connections that spanned both the gritty underbelly of the criminal world and the glittering facade of the music business. Jack's unique position as a powerful and influential intermediary made him a figure of both fascination and fear within the industry. His notoriety was not merely a product of rumor and speculation, but rather stemmed from his alleged deep involvement in a range of illicit activities, including drug trafficking and extortion. What set Jack apart, however, was his uncanny ability to navigate the treacherous waters where the criminal underworld and the entertainment industry converged, forming relationships and brokering deals that few others could manage. The pivotal moment in Jack's infamous career came in 1994, when he found himself at the center of one of hip-hop's most shocking and consequential events: the shooting of Tupac Shakur at Quad Studios in the heart of New York City. This incident sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community, altering the course of the genre in ways that would be felt for years to come. The shooting not only had immediate repercussions for those directly involved, but also sparked a chain of events that would reshape alliances, fuel rivalries, and contribute to the escalating tensions between East Coast and West Coast rap scenes. Although Jack was never formally charged in connection with the shooting, his association with the incident cast a long shadow over his reputation, cementing his status as one of the most dangerous and unpredictable figures in the industry. The mystery surrounding his exact role in the event only served to amplify his notoriety, making him a subject of intense speculation and fear among artists and industry insiders alike. The presence of individuals like Haitian Jack within the hip-hop ecosystem served as a stark reminder of the complex and often perilous intersections between the music industry and the criminal underworld. His influence permeated the industry, creating an atmosphere of constant tension and wariness among artists and industry professionals. Those looking to make their mark in hip-hop often found themselves walking a tightrope, forced to carefully navigate a landscape fraught with potential dangers and unseen alliances. The specter of violence and criminal entanglement that figures like Jack represented meant that even the most talented artists had to be constantly vigilant, weighing every interaction and business deal against the potential risks it might entail. This climate of caution and suspicion had a profound impact on the creative process itself, influencing everything from lyrics and musical collaborations to business partnerships and public appearances. Jack's story stands as a powerful historical testament to the pervasive influence of criminal elements within the music industry during this era. His presence in the hip-hop world served as a constant reminder of the potential pitfalls and compromises that often accompanied success in the industry. Many artists and professionals found themselves grappling with difficult moral and practical dilemmas, forced to balance their creative aspirations and desire for success against the need to maintain their integrity and personal safety. This reality created a complex ecosystem where talent and artistic vision were not always enough to guarantee success, and where the ability to navigate the shadowy corridors of power could often be just as important as musical ability. The legacy of figures like Haitian Jack continues to resonate in the hip-hop world, serving as a cautionary tale about the potential costs of fame and the importance of maintaining one's principles in the face of temptation and danger. Chapter 5. Christopher Dudas Coke, Jamaica's crime lord. Across the Caribbean Sea, Christopher Dudas Coke exerted an iron grip over Jamaica's Tivoli Gardens, ruling with a potent blend of fear and respect. As the leader of the notorious Shower Posse, Coke's criminal empire stretched far beyond Jamaica, deep into the United States. His organization orchestrated a vast network dedicated to trafficking cocaine and marijuana, capitalizing on established routes and forging new ones to meet the insatiable demand for illicit substances. Coke's reputation was a study in contrasts. On one hand, he was an unforgiving criminal overlord, ruthlessly eliminating threats and maintaining strict control. On the other, he was a benevolent community benefactor, providing financial support, protection, and essential services to Tivoli Gardens residents when the government failed to do so. This dichotomy made Coke an intensely controversial figure in Jamaican society. The saga of Christopher Dudas Coke reached its climax with a high-stakes manhunt that captured international attention. Under intense pressure from the United States, the Jamaican government launched a massive operation to apprehend him. The ensuing conflict turned parts of Kingston into a war zone. After a tense and violent standoff lasting weeks, Coke was finally captured, marking the end of an era in Jamaica's criminal underworld. Coke's extradition to the United States was fraught with political implications and public outcry. His transfer to U.S. custody represented not just the downfall of a criminal empire, but also a significant shift in Jamaica's approach to transnational crime. Despite his incarceration, Coke's influence lingered, his name still evoking strong emotions among Jamaicans. Christopher Dudas Coke's legacy remains complex and divisive in Jamaica. His dual role as both oppressor and protector highlights the intricate relationship between crime, poverty, and governance in the country. Years after his capture, Coke's impact continues to resonate, serving as a stark reminder of Jamaica's ongoing struggles with crime, corruption, and social inequality. Chapter 6. The Black Mafia Family, the Flenory Brothers. Back in the United States, the Flenory brothers, Terry and Demetrius, orchestrated the meteoric rise of the Black Mafia Family, BMF, an expansive and intricate drug empire that seamlessly wove itself into the very fabric of hip-hop culture. The BMF wasn't just another run-of-the-mill criminal organization. It transcended conventional boundaries, evolving into a powerful and alluring brand that captured the imagination of many across the country. Under the charismatic and visionary leadership of Demetrius Big Meech Flenory, the organization fully embraced a lifestyle of unabashed opulence and unapologetic celebrity, strategically leveraging the glitzy world of the music industry not only to broaden its sphere of influence, but also as a sophisticated and multi-layered mechanism for money laundering on an unprecedented scale. The BMF's operations were a masterclass in criminal innovation, marked by a potent blend of street-honed savvy and razor-sharp business acumen. This unique combination allowed them to meticulously build and maintain a vast network that stretched across multiple states, weaving a web of influence that was as impressive as it was illegal. Their ability to seamlessly integrate into the glamorous and high-profile world of hip-hop, while simultaneously maintaining a formidable and fear-inducing presence in the shadowy criminal underworld, showcased a level of versatility and adaptability rarely, if ever, seen in traditional crime syndicates. This carefully cultivated dual identity allowed the BMF to attract and retain a diverse and eclectic array of associates, ranging from street-level dealers hustling on corners to high-powered music industry executives rubbing shoulders with the elite. In doing so, they created a complex and multifaceted ecosystem that effectively blurred the lines between legitimate business enterprises and criminal operations, making it increasingly difficult for law enforcement to distinguish between the two. Despite the eventual, and perhaps inevitable, downfall of the Flannery brothers, which resulted in their high-profile arrests and subsequent lengthy imprisonments, the legacy of the Black Mafia family continues to cast a long and imposing shadow over both the criminal underworld and mainstream popular culture. The BMF's carefully crafted image as a potent symbol of extravagant wealth, unassailable power, and unquestionable street credibility has shown a remarkable and somewhat unsettling resilience, persisting long after the organization's operational decline and the incarceration of its key figures. This enduring mystique serves as a stark and sobering reminder of the complex and often troubling relationship between crime, fame, and societal perceptions of success in contemporary America. The multifaceted story of the BMF stands as a compelling and thought-provoking case study in the intricate and often problematic intersection of criminal enterprise and cultural influence, highlighting the frequently murky and ethically ambiguous boundaries between notoriety and celebrity in modern American society. It raises uncomfortable questions about our collective fascination with outlaw figures and the sometimes blurred lines between admiration and condemnation in our cultural discourse. Chapter 7. Larry Hoover, the Kingpin of Chicago. In the gritty streets of Chicago, Larry Hoover emerged as a formidable figure, transforming the gangster disciples from a local street gang into a sophisticated, nationwide criminal enterprise. His strategic acumen and charismatic leadership propelled the organization to unprecedented heights, establishing a complex network that extended far beyond the city limits. Even after his incarceration, Hoover's influence reportedly persisted, with many believing he continued to exert control over his vast criminal empire from behind bars. This ability to maintain power despite physical confinement solidified Hoover's reputation as a symbol of ruthless efficiency and unwavering authority in the criminal underworld. Hoover's narrative transcends the typical tale of street-level crime. It's a story of ambition, power, and the creation of an empire that wielded influence across multiple spheres of society. His organization's reach extended beyond traditional gang activities, infiltrating legitimate businesses and even attempting to influence local politics. This multifaceted approach to criminal enterprise set Hoover apart from his contemporaries, elevating him to a status that blurred the lines between organized crime leader and cultural icon. The legacy of Larry Hoover continues to resonate through the streets of Chicago and beyond. His name evokes a complex mix of fear, respect, and fascination among both law enforcement and community members. The enduring presence of his criminal legacy serves as a stark reminder of the deep-rooted issues facing urban communities and the powerful allure of organized crime. Hoover's story remains a cautionary tale about the corrupting nature of power and the long-lasting impact one individual can have on a city's criminal landscape. Chapter 8. Guy Fisher, Harlem's King. Finally, we turn our attention to Guy Fisher, a formidable Harlem crime boss whose influence extended far beyond the realm of illegal activities. Fisher's power and wealth were so substantial that he made history in 1977 by purchasing the iconic Apollo Theater, becoming the first black owner of this legendary venue. This acquisition not only demonstrated his financial prowess, but also symbolized a complex intersection of criminal enterprise and cultural significance in the heart of Harlem. Fisher's ascent to the upper echelons of the criminal underworld was largely due to his connection with the Council, a sophisticated heroin distribution network that dominated the drug trade in New York City. This affiliation cemented Fisher's status as a kingpin of Harlem, allowing him to wield unprecedented influence over both the illicit and legitimate aspects of the neighborhood's economy and social fabric. However, like many figures in the world of organized crime, Fisher's reign was destined to be cut short. The empire he had so meticulously built came crashing down in 1984 when he was convicted on multiple charges related to his criminal activities. This dramatic fall from power served as a stark reminder of the inherent instability and risks associated with life in the criminal underworld. Decades after his conviction, Fisher's story took an unexpected turn when he received a medical pardon. This development ignited a heated debate within the community and beyond, centering on the complex question of redemption and second chances for those with a criminal past. Supporters argue that Fisher's time served and potential for positive community impact justify his release, while critics contend that the severity of his crimes outweighs any considerations for leniency. Guy Fisher's life story encapsulates a narrative arc of meteoric rise, catastrophic fall, and the possibility of redemption. It serves as a powerful testament to the complexities of power, the consequences of illegal pursuits, and the potential for personal transformation. His journey from Harlem kingpin to convicted felon, and now to a figure seeking societal reintegration, offers a compelling case study in the ongoing dialogue about crime, punishment, and the capacity for change in America's justice system. These Black Mafia bosses were not mere criminals. They were masterminds who crafted intricate empires, molding the very fabric of the streets and industries they dominated. Their narratives serve as powerful cautionary tales, illuminating the complex interplay of power, influence, and societal issues. As we reflect on these legacies, we're confronted with a sobering realization. Organized crime often functions as a dark mirror, reflecting and magnifying the inequalities and power structures that surround it. The stories of these figures offer a unique lens through which we can examine the intricate relationship between crime, community, and culture. They highlight how systemic issues such as poverty, lack of opportunity, and social marginalization can create environments where criminal enterprises not only survive, but thrive. Moreover, their tales underscore the often blurred lines between criminality and entrepreneurship, revealing how skills valued in the legitimate business world can be twisted and applied in the underground economy. As we conclude this exploration into the world of high-stakes criminality, we're left with a multitude of questions about justice, redemption, and the cyclical nature of power. The lasting influence of these figures even years after their downfall, serves as a stark reminder of the deep-rooted challenges facing our society in addressing organized crime and its root causes. If you found this deep dive into the complex world of organized crime and its key players fascinating, we invite you to continue this journey of discovery with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to stay informed about our upcoming content. There's an ocean of untold stories waiting to be explored, each offering new insights into the individuals who have shaped the underworld and, by extension, our society at large. Thank you for joining us on this thought-provoking exploration. We look forward to bringing you more in-depth analyses and compelling narratives in our future episodes. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you.